Welcome to Streets of the U.S. Today I'll be switching it up a little bit and I'll be discussing some Native American gangs that operate in the United States. The Redskin Kings, also known as RSK, is a gang that has been involved in multiple crimes including murders. In May of 2018, 3 members of this gang pled guilty to RICO conspiracies. Devin Leonard, the leader of the RSK, got 50 years in prison. The other 3 defendants got between 10 to 30 years in prison. The RSK gang operated on the eastern side of the Navajo Nation in Arizona. The gang was responsible for at least 3 murders, drug trafficking, kidnappings, aggravated assaults, and attempted murders. The gang's leader, Devin, and another member shot and killed 2 men of the Navajo reservation in Arizona. The men were burned, dismembered, and buried. In December of 2014, Devin and another member named Kyle Gray murdered another victim after a drug deal gone wrong. That victim was done the same way as the first victim. What made this gang different is the fact that females could hold leadership positions just like the men. Lucille Leonard was in charge of the RSK's drug operation and was responsible for collecting debts for the gang. The RSK gang controlled the large reservation near the New Mexico and Arizona border for 15 years. They were able to do this because the closest law enforcement officers were 45 minutes away. The Native Mob is another Native gang that is involved in multiple crimes. In 2014, Wackinyan MacArthur, the leader of the Native Mob, was sentenced to 43 years in prison. His 2 co-defendants were sentenced to 24 years and 35 years in prison. The Native Mob has been operating in Minneapolis since the 1990s. Now, according to law enforcement, the Native Mob is said to be one of the most violent gangs in the U.S. The gang operates in Wisconsin and Minnesota. The gang sold drugs to finance their criminal operations. In 2021, members of the Native Mob were sentenced to multiple years in prison for meth distribution. Between December of 2015 and January of 2019, Robin Lazur and Willard Reed moved multiple pounds of meth through northern Minnesota. For more crime stories, check out Streets of the U.S.